Hello and thanks for staying with us. The Customs Public Relations Officer speaks on customs operations in the country. Also on customs reports, we bring a report on the Federal Operation Zone A and Zone C, also in the country. Plus more reports. I am Igiseme Itinye. Stay tuned. The zonal coordinator in charge of Zone A of the Nigerian Customs Service has commended members of the press for a job well done. She made the commendation in Lagos when the Customs Image Maker held a briefing with members of the press, also in Lagos. The zonal coordinator of Zone A said that the customs in the Western Zone has also generated more revenue for the country. She speaks more on Nigerian Customs Service operating the western part of the country.
We are really very glad to have you here. You know, I call you the pulse of the nation. I call you people the pulse of the nation. You are the ones that make us know what is going on. Without you, a nation would be blind. I hope you know that. And that is why it is very necessary that you parley with our PROs so that the reports, your reports, and their own will be holistic. So on that note, I say again, you are most welcome to Zone A headquarters. You know, without mincing words, Zone A happened to be the one generating, I shouldn't say, some people say 75, but I say even 90% of the revenue. Yes, I say 90%. I'm saying that because by the time I looked at our revenue figure recently, it was 1 point. And from Zone A alone, we are having 1.08. So you see what I'm saying? So it all happens here. And sometimes, even when we are trying to do our duty, to report positively, what I mean by positively, to report from a holistic point of view, not just that A says something and you fly with that, or B said another thing and you fly with that. It's always good to know what A is saying, what B is saying, then you strike the balance. Please, that is your work. And I know you are quite capable of doing it. Because you are the mouthpiece of the nation. You are the pulse of the nation. So it is very, very necessary that the nation should know what is going on. And know it from that point of view of somebody who knows what he or she is talking about. I don't want to start, making speeches. I just want to say thank you. I have with me the controller enforcement. I call them tigers, leopards on the road. I'm sure the FOU would have loved to be here. They are the ones that watch our roads, our streets, our creeks, even the air. And here we have the controller revenue. She helps to make sure that the targets are met. Well, you know them. These are your people. So, having said that, the CGC, I am sure, is very happy about this meeting. And please, we want to make it an annual event. Take note. If we have not been doing that, let us start from today.
The Customs Image Maker has said that the present government is working towards generating more revenue for the country. A total of 1.2 trillion naira has been generated in the month of December 2018 by the Nigerian Customs Service. The Deputy Controller in charge of Public Relations Department, Joseph Atta, said that the management of the customs will continue to improve on government policies throughout 2019.
Increasingly intelligence-driven in the way we handle customs matters these days, and our officers in the field are ICT experts. If you know the controller of Apapa, Tinkan, and One very well, they are ICT oriented, well ICT exposed crop of senior officers. So they have the ability to do profiling of some of these items that come in. By that I mean ability to profile the exporter. That's where the thing came from. And through, as I said, the activities of our intelligence colleagues, we are able to nip some of these attempts. Made seizures of ammunitions in Niger, Kwara, Kogi command. And just last month, we have announced a total of 59 containers across the commands of the service. 59 containers of dreaded drugs. We are talking about drugs that, when allowed into the country, will have devastating effect on the health of Nigerians. It will have devastating effect on the economy and the security of the nation. Now, talking about welfare, I would just say that the issue of welfare is a work in progress. The CG is making concerted effort to bring about improvements in the welfare of officers and men. I do know that there are accusations of barrack accommodations across the country in Abuja, and I understand that the zonal office of A just took over particular accommodation facilities that will be made available to officers and men. The issue of salary goes beyond the Controller General of Customs himself, but I can assure you that all that needs to be contacted have been contacted, and the effort is already at advanced stage towards seeing the improvement of the take-home of officers and men. We talked about the overall improvement of the service. Yes, there have been overall improvement. The strict implementation of the 3 R's, which is restructure, reform, and raise revenue, is indeed yielding positive results. You see officers today increasingly inclined to place national interest above self. Think of an average person who probably has not even paid his rent or his children's school fees, rejecting the offer of 150 million naira. What is this 150 million naira? If we should have it and then compromise the safety of everybody. Your own son might end up being the one that will use that drug. Your neighbor, you never know how the distribution network, how far it will go. It might just be uploaded in your village and kill your people. So we continue to commend the officers who actually took this patriotic decision, and we assure Nigerians that the new customs under Colonel Hamid Ibrahim Ali retired is more than ever before focused on service delivery. When we talk about automating the system, you are making the system more open to everybody. You see, the online transaction or internet-based transaction, what it does is that it shuts the doors to favoritism. If you don't do the right thing, the system rejects what you do automatically. So there's no room for knowing somebody who knows somebody to make things happen for you. You need to do what is required for the system to accept. So more and more, it has helped transparency, it has brought mutual understanding, and the people are beginning to cooperate much better than before. Custom is not presently recruiting. When we have the approvals and we intend to recruit, we will make it public. But I must quickly state here that Nigerians must be wary of juicy offers in the social media. We are aware that there are internet fraudsters who open all sorts of accounts in the Facebook, advertising recruitment. In fact, they call it replacement. For God's sake, how will custom recruit through the Facebook or through WhatsApp platform? It is not true, and whenever you are in doubt, I think the safest thing to do is to go to the nearest cost information and inquire before you commit yourself.
You are watching the program Customs Report. The Customs Area Controllers in charge of Zone A and Zone C has made series of seizures in 2018. The two controllers equally made huge amount of money to the government. The controller in charge of Zone A recently made a seizure of hard drugs worth over 300 million naira. While also the controller in charge of Zone C also equally made a series of seizures ranging from 1 billion to 2 billion naira. The two controllers speak more on the seizure made by their various commands.
We have 39,664 bags of rice. When you do your calculation, you get the tonnage, or you get the trailers. Value at 525,639,022 kobo. Indian hemp, 3,792 kg. Then vegetable oil, we have 2,887 jerrycan. Value at 31,179,000. We have textiles, that is including used clothes, whatever you call it. We have 2,520 pieces, that is called bell. There's some big bell that cannot even pass through the door. So maybe when you go around, you'll see it. Then we have unprocessed wood that is not allowed to get out of the country. That one we have only 5 by 20 containers, which is there in our store. When you go there, you'll see it. We have used tires. We have 1,439 pieces of used tire. You know the danger of used tire, so it's better you go and buy a new one. Then we have poultry products, which we cannot keep for you to come and see because of the nature is a perishable item. When it comes, we delay it for 2 or 3 or 5 days before we destroy it. And before we destroy it, we call our sister agency to witness the destruction. Within that period, we have 2,837 cartons, value at 23,830.80 kobo. We have compressors, used compressor, that is for air condition, which is not allowed. We have 180 pieces, value at 6,480,000. Then we have tramadol. This is where I want to say more about. We talk of Indian hemp. Then we're now going to talk about the tramadol. Last 2 weeks ago, you see all over the world they are talking about how many containers? In Apapa and Tinkan. Here, our own is only 1 container. But because we look at the danger, so we decide to do our job. Among of you here, I don't think anybody will reject 50 million. I rejected it. It's not that I rejected it, I collected it on behalf of the container. And I handcuffed the owner of the container with the money as SBIT and sent it to Abuja. This to show you that yes, no compromise with anything danger to the health of the nation. We go to Pangolin, you know about Pangolin. It's not much we have, but we try. We have 17 sacks, worth 115 million naira. It's something. Then we have 34 vehicles of different brands. Maybe you have seen them there. Few of them are on detention because maybe by next week the time will lapse. It's not that when you seize the vehicle, where you stop the vehicle, you seize it immediately. No. You detain it and give it a grace of 2 weeks for the owner to bring the documents. If the documents are correct, go ahead and release the vehicle. If the documents are not correct, then you seize it and send it for condemnation. It has become a government property. So that's why you see, most of the time you ask question, where are the suspects? They will not come back. Because he know he don't have paper. If you go and bring a column paper, I discover it's column, that he's not going back. Then I will arrest him with the vehicle. That's why most of the vehicle we have, we call it abandoned seizures. Yes. So this vehicle I'm talking about, the value is 784,411,000.45 kobo. That is the value of the vehicle we have. This is the 3rd press conference I have for you. When I first came, you know we have almost 13 bulletproofs. So if I give you the total value of the item we arrested, both Indian hemp, vehicles, rice, turkey, and whatever, 5.1 billion within 4 months of my arrival here. So that is the achievement I have. But the happiest one among them is this Indian hemp. Plus this tramadol.
He urged importers to desist from smuggling activities. He speaks further.
If they comply, we don't have problem with them. What is compliant? Don't bring this. You don't bring it. Then why should I go and fight you? Then at the same time, the nation too, they should help us. We say, okay, the federal government has the reason of what do you call it, banning this rice. Okay, stop buying this rice. Stop eating it. I import 2 sheep, nobody buy. Will I go and import again? No. The Nigerians too have to have the custom. Intelligence report, not to using this following the banned items. It's part of the help that can help us. If you have information that some arms or drugs are coming into the country, try by all means, even through our number or through anywhere, to let us know so that we can strategize how we can attack and arrest to help you and help myself and help the nation.
Why every time we'll be having people traveling abroad to buy exotic cars that are in millions, and they will prefer not to pay duty on them. The question is being asked every time. Like the Land Cruiser, the armored Land Cruiser over there, other vehicles over there. Why would someone bring all these vehicles to Nigeria without payment of duty?
The Nigerian Customs Service has again impounded exotic cars from importers operating from unapproved routes. The customs controller said that the seized vehicles were smuggled into Nigeria to the unapproved route. He also said that 350,000 bags of foreign rice concealed in a truck were seized along Benin-Onitsha Highway.
Here we have bulletproof Land Cruiser, no document, smuggled to the country. We have this bulletproof 2018 model. The value, GP value of 95 million. That one with value of 81 million. Armored Range Rover. These are vehicles that have control. These are the vehicles that, as they are coming to the country, they're supposed to obtain what is called end user certificate, as to ascertain the owner, as to ascertain who, where, and where this vehicle will be used, so it can be monitored, so it not get to wrong hands. And I wonder why someone will still go abroad to go and buy a Mercedes-Benz that worth over 50 million and will not be able to pay duty on it. Please, we have been warning, we have been talking about this all the time, that officers are ready at any point in time to intercept any vehicle that is smuggled into the country. Stop wasting your money. Your hard-earned money, stop wasting it. If you buy a car of 50 million naira, be prepared to pay duty on it. If you buy a car of 100 million naira, be prepared to pay duty on it. If you are buying cars from car dealers, anytime you get to car dealers, please we have a control number that is called C number. It's a control number when you ask the dealer, please, I want to know the C number for this vehicle before I buy it. Then we know, at least you have an idea. If you are given the C number, contact any custom formation, contact any custom help desk. You will get the information over there to confirm if the C number given to you is actually meant for the car you are buying. So as to avoid the situation that you buy a car, you start telling us that I didn't know that it was smuggled. Please endeavor to get necessary information about the cars you are buying. Here we have over 22 cars, brand new car, 2018, 2017 cars. In Calabar, we have rice there, about 675 bags of rice. At Enugu warehouse, we have about 1,296 bags of rice. These are the things that if it is well controlled, the country will move ahead.
He said that the government will arrest and prosecute those who do not comply with laws regarding importation.
I'm using this opportunity to appeal to the public that the time has come when people should do the right thing. It is high time we started doing the right thing in the country. Customs officers are prepared at any point in time, day and night, to work to make sure the country grows. Behind bringing in of rice to the country, first of all, this rice must have stayed in the silos for like 2, 3, 4 years. These rice are not as good as the one we plant in Nigeria. These rice, they're not as nutritious as the one we have in Nigeria. Why the desperation? Why can't we just put us together and lift up the country with what we have? Why do we have so much interest in foreign items? These rice are not as good as one we have. This one was concealed with disposable packs. So it was going on the road, you'll be thinking maybe they are carrying disposable item meant for party. But on sighting, it was stopped by officer and they discovered it's concealed, they are using to conceal rice. Here we have 350 bags of 50 kg rice. Please, gentlemen of the press, help us to appeal to the society. Let them know that we have Abakaliki rice. Let them know we have lake rice. We have the rice, the one in Ogun State. Olam rice. All this rice, they are everywhere. Please, let's make do with whatever we have.
Just before round of this week edition of the program Customs Report, we brought you a report where the spokesman of the Nigerian Customs Service says that the Nigerian Customs Service has generated 1.2 trillion naira in the month of December 2018. For me, Igeseme Idie, thanks for watching.